What's up, people? Hello and welcome to episode 10. The first 10 episodes done, that's already something. The mods this time are similar as last time, some good stuff plus an overload of outfit mods. No balance in the force nowadays, it seems, but let's get a closer look. Jump to intro speed. Okay, let's start with a couple of simple mods, a little warm-up. Immersive Squeaky Doors by H00KERS. This one doesn't really need a video to show it off, so let's not talk around much and just get a sample. Yep, this is it. Rusty sounding doors. Next mod. I'm just kidding. Let me point out that it is, of course, immersive and realistic. Those doors have been sitting there for several hundred years, collecting wear and rust. Let's not forget surviving a nuclear apocalypse. It's a miracle they still work at all. And that sound obviously makes opening them more believable. The next one is something to enhance our night sky. HD Moon with Phases by Doom. It's a simple replacer, but it sure does have an impressive effect. There is also an optional file to make the moon larger, so you can see the whole HD-ness in all its glory. This right here is the default size, by the way. The whole moon cycle thing also works properly. So the moon will be covered up by the shadow of the planet and won't be a full moon all the time. So no need to start howling like a wolf now, everything's cool. Are you bored with generic repetitive gameplay? The next mod follows an interesting idea for side activities. Barstool Games by Scrivener07 and the White CollarPlayers. The idea here is to implement mini-games just like it was the case in New Vegas. So far the only game available is BLACKJACK. There will be some new merchant NPCs across the Commonwealth. Talking to those guys can start a round of blackjack right away. The camera will switch to a table view, it's actually pretty cool. Okay, my ENB is a bit shitty for this, I admit, but you get the idea. I don't have to explain how the game works, right? It's blackjack. The aim is to get close to 21. You can actually buy a manual from those vendors if you really don't know. And if you buy a deck of cards and also find this fancy new magazine, you can actually build your own blackjack tables in your settlements. So yeah, Preston, fuck you, I'm going to build my own settlements, with blackjack and hookers. This line now fits more than ever. Okay, it doesn't really look like a card table, at least right now, because as I already mentioned, this mod is in an early stage. There will be more mini-games added in the future, probably also with new models and everything, so it's definitely something to look forward to. And we actually already arrived at the weapons and armor section. Let's start with the melee weapons this time, for a change. Fire Axe, a standalone melee weapon by Cooler Balin and FO Miami. Yeah, that's definitely a simple weapon, and you certainly don't need to be a firefighter to use this. In terms of upgrades, you can get a comfortable grip and a heating coil for it. Yeah, heating coil. It's like this fire axe joined the dark side and is now starting fires instead of fighting them. As for shooting stuff, here is a nice add-on mod. Crossrugger Mark V non-lethal add-on by Nero. A nice addition to the handgun from the last episode, including lots of new skins, also some from the Phantom Pain, which is awesome already, plus of course many new attachments. The non-lethal firing mode and special ammunitions. To make this non-lethal mod work, by the way, you are also required to install the Knockout Framework mod by Zep263. All this new stuff can be crafted at the camp's working station. What makes this add-on really awesome is that you can actually switch between ammunitions in real time by simply equipping the gun. In non-lethal mode, the gun will fire a single bullet at a time and needs to be reloaded after each shot. Pretty much like the trank gun in Metal Gear. Headshots will do instant knockout damage, while body shots will delay the effect. Also pretty much like a Metal Gear. And also if you hit an armored part, like the helmet for example, the shots will be deflected, which is also like in... I think you get the idea. So in other words, with this you can do like a snake and make your enemies go to sleep instead of killing them. And as I already announced, we have to do a little fashion show again. But don't worry, we shall do it with power! Power Armor Jump Upgrade by Bretton. Not entirely an armor mod, actually just a new upgrade. With this you will be able to install so-called spring loaders into the leg parts of the power armor. If you install them into only one leg, you will jump higher than usual, and with both legs modified, even higher. There are also two different files with different values to choose from. This here is the one with the higher values, and I actually think this is okay. Could have been even higher actually, to be able to jump over barricades and such. And we are staying on the subject of power armor for now. Sister of Battle Power Armor by Octimus. Definitely still power armor, but slim and sexy. Inspired by the armors from Warhammer 40k obviously, complete with working cloth physics and those honor stem things, whatever they're called again. I actually didn't know there were such nice looking female armors in Warhammer 40k. I mean, I was aware of the incredibly sexy male armors. You know, those with the shoulder pads so huge that you wouldn't fit through any door. But it looks like the females deserve some sexy armored action too. Oh, and let's not forget, there's also a fitting sexy sword included, the Power Sword. The next one is certainly casual, TERA Business Casual by Derpsdale. Wow, if I had known females dress like this in the office, I would have definitely become a businessman. But all jokes aside, the lingerie and heels can be equipped separately, and you can change the color of the shirt to black. The next one is an arachnoid-based outfit, so to say, Shino Spider Gwen outfit by Shinoboru. I'm not very familiar with the comics. Does Gwen become a Spider-Man too? I mean Spider-Woman? Fuck. Also, no idea what's going on with those weird shoes. But other than that, it's a pretty cool outfit. We have lots of options for the hood and also some masks. Then there are also some glowing textures available. And there is a second texture set in the style of Venom. Very fitting considering the upcoming Venom movie. What do you think, guys? Will it be good? Will it suck? I would really love to see the classic super buff and brutal Venom. But yeah, we shall see. The next one is more vanilla. Oswald the outrageous CBBE 1950s replacer by AWP3 Raptor. Just a replacer for Oswald's magician tuxedo, the female part of it to be precise. You know, to give it a similar look like the female assistants for magic tricks have worn in the 50s. Yeah, sure, why not? Looks floor friendly and all. And one more armor mod, BearRinku Armors by Kyoto. Two outfits in this one very mango looking and the other one like a cyber bodysuit. Also a backpack and a scarf. Thing is, there are a lot of color options, but for some reason I wasn't able to change them on the outfits. The game just locked up in the workbench and the only thing I could do was load a save. So yeah, no idea what all that was about. Fortunately, we are done with the armors now. Now it's time to give the Minutemen some well-deserved attention. Minuteman Watchtowers by Spiffyskytrooper. This mod adds several old and weathered-looking watchtowers all across the Commonwealth, complete with their own map markers and everything. Those watchtowers are supposed to be a visual reminder of the true greatness and supreme reign the Minutemen once had over the Commonwealth. In those towers you can find some old, left-behind loot, and also shelter from the dangers of the red scorched lands. In other words, it's just another little lore-friendly addition, and at the same time practical and useful for survival-based playthroughs. So those towers sure are a nice idea, and they fit in really well. And since the Minutemen were great once, let's make them Minutemen great again! Minutemen Takeover, Nuka Worlds by Hunter x Hunter 15. In Fallout 4, we are not really given a choice to play an evil or good character. In the base game we all railroaded it into being a good guy, and in Nuka World a total asshole. Sure, there is the kill everything option in Nuka World, but that way you simply skip lots of content. Yeah, thanks Bethesda. But with this nice mod we can make it much better. As soon as the open season quest starts, you will receive the Minuteman radio, if you are the general, and will be able to call in your forces. It will take them a couple of days to arrive, but once this is the case, the quest will update and you will also have new commands for the radio holotape. Attack is self-explanatory. Prepare to attack means the Minutemen will initiate the attack the moment you kill one of the leaders or the raiders. And standby will just place them on the ready, in case you plan to make the raider gangs take each other out. No matter which one you pick, lots of action is hard-coded, literally. The author also made some performance-friendly tweaks to prevent hundreds of NPCs being there at once and your PC having a meltdown. So in other words, it's a real nice mod and a good addition to the Good Guy Nuka World questline. In other words, thanks to the author, and fuck Bethesda, fuck Todd, fuck life, fuck everything. And this is it for this episode. If you want to see more videos, support my channel. The links to all mods are as always in the description below. Don't forget to unearth the mods you like. And if you enjoyed the review, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more. I thank you all for watching and see you around.